Welcome to my YouTube channel Master Saman. Today too I am offering you a fresh video on translations itself. Last time in last three occasions I have released three videos on translations, translation 1, translation 2 and translation 3. What those videos also, and today's video will illustrate some answers for exam type questions which will be very important for you. First of all, I will refresh your memory on how to translate a figure by a vector and how to find the translation vector. Now I'll straight away go to the coordinate plane, and you can see this triangle ABC and say this is going to be translated by the vector 4 minus 3. What do you mean by 4 minus 3? For this top element of the vector represents rightward or leftward movement. If the top value is positive, it is a rightward movement. Then that means you have to move each of these object points rightward by 4 units. Then this bottom value represents upward or downward movement. Positive bottom value represents upward movements. Negative bottom value represents the downward movement. Here the negative 3 represents downward movement. That means each point of this object must be moved downward by 3 units. Then the compound effect of these two components of the vector is movement of each object point rightward by 4 and downward by 3. Then we will move each point by 4 units rightward and by 3 units downwards. Now we will go to point A. To get the image of point A, we move the point A rightward by 4 units and downward by 3 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rightward 4, leftward 3. 1, 2, 3. Here A dash. Then point B. Point B also must be moved rightward by 4 and downward by 3. We will move first of all rightward by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Downward by 3. 1, 2, 3. Here. That's B dash. Then point C also must be moved rightward by 4, leftward, downward by 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Here. C dash. Now we have all the image points and we can draw the image triangle. Right, this is the image that was obtained by translating this triangle ABC by the vector 4 minus 3. This is how we translate a figure by a vector. Now we will go to refresh your memory of how to find the translation vector. You have been given the object and the image. Now I have taken a different figure this time, because all these times in all the previous videos and all throughout this lesson of translations up to now, we use only triangles. Today I use a different figure to find the translation vector. The figure can be triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, parallelogram, whatever the figure can be, right? Then to find the translation vector. To find the translation vector, you have to choose a pair of corresponding object and image points, and you have to go horizontally and vertically from the object point to the image point. Now for example, let's take this point P, object point, and let's go to its image point P dash horizontally and vertically. Now this point P dash is on the left of P. If you look at by sight, you can see it. Therefore you have to move leftward from P. That is the horizontal movement. 1, 2, 3, 4 downward. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Once again, from P to P dash, horizontally and vertically. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. That means you had to move leftward by 4 and downward by 8. Therefore translation vector is leftward by 4 negative, downward by 8 negative. This is the translation vector. Then you can check this answer, the accuracy of this answer, by taking another pair of corresponding object and image points. We will take S and S dash. Then S dash is on the left of S. Then move leftward. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yes, it's correct. Each point must be moved by 4 units leftward and 8 units downwards. This is the translation vector. So that is how you find the translation vector and how to translate a given figure by a vector. Okay, now I will go to some examination type questions. In examination type questions, you are not given a single in some instances as you are not given a single translation. Sometimes you may be given recurring translations. It may be the same object is translated by several different vectors, or translation after translation of the same figure. That is, the first you translate the object, then image is obtained, then that image is translated by another vector or the same vector. Then we will take some examples of that type. Now you have this is how you are given the question. Generally you are given grid. In that grid there are squares. By using those squares we have to take those rightward leftward movements. Then normally this triangle, if a triangle is given or a figure is given, that is not named by putting letters for the vertices. Normally they name the whole figure by a single letter. This is how you are given the question. They ask you to translate triangle A by this vector 6 minus 3. That is how the question is given. Then we will see how it is translated. This vector means 6 minus 3, 6 units rightwards and 3 units downward. Then 1 2 3 4 5 6 units, 3 units downward, 1 2 3 here. This is the image point of this point. Then this one, move 6 units rightward and 3 units downward. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 here. Then this point also 6 units rightwards and 3 units downwards. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 here. This is the image. We can draw the image now. Right, this is the triangle. This is the image of this triangle. When it is translated by the vector 6 minus 3, we will call it A dash. Right. Now you may be asked to translate this triangle by another vector. Let's say this is asked to be in the same question. This is asked to be translated by the vector minus 4 minus 3. We will see how it is done. This is translated by this vector and this image was obtained. Then this image is translated in the same question they ask by this vector. they ask you to translate this image by this vector. We will see how it is done. What do you mean by this vector? -4, -3. -4 is this leftward by 4. -3 is downward by 3. Then you have to move every point on this triangle A dash by 4 units leftward and 3 units downwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 here. That is the image of this. Then this one also points leftward, 3 units downwards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 here. Then this point points leftward, 3 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 here. So these are the image points. We label it A double dash. This was translated into this figure. Now in the same question they may ask you to find the vector translating this figure into this one. They may ask you to find the vector translating this figure into this one. Then how do you deal with that one? Then to find the vector translating this figure into this one will be the object there. Then to find the vector, you have to choose a pair of corresponding object and image points and go from the image object point to the image point horizontally and vertically. Now we will choose a pair of corresponding object and image points and take the moments. Now this is the object point. It is translated to this. This is the corresponding image point. Then you have to go from this point to this point horizontally and vertically. Now see, you have to go rightward from this one to get this, because this point is relatively on the right of this point. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Rightward movement is 2. There's a downward movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's downward movement of 6. Then vector must be then 2 units rightward and 6 units downward, means -6. 2 minus 6 will be the vector that translate this A onto A double dash. Right. Now we will check whether this is correct by taking another pair of corresponding object and image points. We will take this one and this one. Then this relatively on the right of this point. Then go rightward by 1, 2. Go downward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, correct. Right. Now we will take another example. Take this diagram here. That is a trapezium or a quadrilateral, we will say. Then this quadrilateral P you are asked to translate by the vector 10, 5. What do you mean by 10, 5? 10, 5 is move rightward by 10, upward by 5. We will move each point rightward by 10 and upward by 5. We will take this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then rightward 10, upward 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Right. Then this point also is moved 10 rightward, 5 upward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Then this point rightward by 10, upward by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. This one also 10 rightward, 5 upwards. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 5. This is the point. Okay, we can now draw the image figure. Right, we will call it P dash. This is the image when this P is translated by the vector 10 5. Now we will, in the same question they may ask you to translate P dash by another vector. Let's say you ask to translate, or without asking you to translate this one, they may ask you to translate this by another vector, the same object. We will say this one is again asked to be translated by some 4 2 vector 4 2. You have to translate this P again by vector 4 2. 4 2 means points rightward, 2 is downwards. Let's find 1 1 2 3 4. 1 2. Here 1 point. Then this one. One, two, three, 4. 1 2. Here the other point. This one. 1 2 3 4. 1 2. This one. Then this one. 1 2 3 4 2. This is the point. Then you can write. This is we call P double dash. Right. Now you may be asked to find the vector translating P2 onto P1. They may ask you to find the vector translating P double dash onto P dash. You asked to find the vector that translate P double dash onto P dash. You asked to find the vector translating P double dash onto P dash. What do? This is the case where you have to find the vector. Then you find a pair of corresponding object and image points and go from the object point to the image point horizontally and vertically. They take these 2 points, corresponding object and image points. Now when you translate this onto this, they ask you to find the vector translating this. That means this is the object. This is the object in this translation. Then go from this point to this point. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Sorry, here only 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. You have to go rightward by 6, upward by 7. That means vector will be 6 7. That is the vector translating P double dash onto P dash. We can check this by taking another pair of corresponding object and image points. We will take this point and this point. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Yes, rightward by 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Leftward, upward by 7. Correct. Okay. So this is how you get the questions, the examinations. Then try these examples again and again. And there's another situation where we have to discuss, that is in some instances you are not given the diagrams, you are not given the coordinate planes. Without giving you a coordinate plane, they just give a sum by just words and ask you to find the translation vector or the coordinates of a particular point. We will take an example of such type. Let's say they say point. This is how the question can possibly be worded. Point A, coordinate 1, 6 is translated onto the point B 7, 8. These are the coordinates. They say find the translation vector. Right. In this kind of instance, there is a format that you have to use. Vector equals. You can use this equation for this kind of situation. No need of drawing anything. No use of using any coordinate planes or anything. Without using any diagrams, you can use this equation. This formula, vector equals coordinates of image. In this instance, you are asked to translate. They say point B is translated onto B. That means point A is translated onto point B. Point A is translated onto point B. Therefore, A is the object, B is the image, B. Minus coordinates of object. What is this here? A. Now you write the vector. You write the coordinates in column form like this. Coordinates of the image is 7, 8. Coordinates of the object is 1, 6. Then vector you can find. You deduct these coordinates, 7 minus 1, 8 minus 6, like this. Then will be how much? 7 minus 1, 6, 8 minus 2. This will be the vector. This is the vector. This is how you find the vector when a question is given without any diagrams or coordinate planes, worded in a way like this. Right. Now this here in this example, you have been given the coordinates of the image and object, and you have to find the vector. But in a different question, they may give you the vector and the object coordinates, or vector and the image coordinate. Then what we have to do is use this equation and substitute and make the particular term the subject. Right. We will consider an example like this. They say point X is translated by the vector 3 minus 4 onto the point Y. Find the coordinates of Y. Then you use the same thing here. Vector equals coordinates of image here, Y, onto Y, right? Then minus coordinate of object, that is X. Then substitute. Vector is given 7 minus 4. Then coordinates of the image not known. We will keep it coordinates of image minus coordinates of object is given 6, 9. Now to find the coordinates of image, you have to make coordinates of the subject in this equation. Take this to this side, this one is negative, it will become positive when it goes to this side, then it will be 7 minus 4 plus 6, 9. That whole vector negative, it turns to positive instead, like solving equations. Coordinates of image. Then add 7, 6, 13, then minus 4, 9, 5. This is the coordinates of image. Coordinate of image y. Then you write y point 13, 5 in coordinate form, like a coordinate pair. That's the right. Then this is the end of this video, and with this video we finish the lesson translations, and we will post more and more videos on this transformation lesson, as well as some other important mathematical principles, and continuously. Therefore stay with us, subscribe to my channel Maths Master Saman, and press the bell icon also to have the notifications of new videos, and have a nice day. Thank you so much.